The title of the movie Parasite fits perfectly. Parasite really means that a creature lives on another species or on another living body that feed from it, often unseen. Just like that, this story is about a poor family that quietly lives under the wealthy family, eating and living without ever being noticed. Whether you've watched the film or not, because movie is worth to watch, that's why movie has won 4 Oscars. So without further delay, let's begin. We introduced a Kim Famil, meet Ki-woo, a young man living in a shabby semi-basement house with his family. Life isn't easy. His father Ki-taek, mother Chung-suk, and sister Ki-young all struggle to make and earn money. Right now, they earn a few coins folding pizza boxes for a local shop. It's barrel. Why enough to survive, but they keep going. One day, Ki-woo's friend Min-woo visits him with a peculiar gift, a large landscape stone. But for this poor family, it's just another useless rock. Then Min-woo shares some news. He's been tutoring a rich girl named Dahai, and he secretly likes Dahai. But now he's leaving abroad, and he doesn't trust anyone else to take over, except Ki-woo. He believes Ki-woo can continue the job until he returns and proposes to Dahai later. Ki-woo hesitates. He doesn't even have a degree. But requirement for job, he agreed. With the help of his sister's editing skills, he make a fake Oxford University certificate and heads for an interview at the luxurious Park family home. The house were high above the city, a world away from his damp basement. For Ki-woo, it feels like stepping into paradise. The lady of the house, Madame Yeon-kyo, interviews him. "I don't care about your degree," she says gently. "Min recommended you, that's enough." She decides to observe his furs. Tea lesson. Her daughter Dahai is shy and awkward, but Ki-woo soon earns her trust. His calm tone and smart tricks impress the mother, who pays him a month's salary in advance. Just then, Madame's younger son Desong bursts in, wild, curious, and obsessed with drawing. She mentions she's searching for a good art tutor. Ki-woo sees his chance. He pretends to know someone perfect for the job. Jessica, he says, a brilliant art therapist. The next day, Ki-woo brings his sister Ki-young, now pretending to be Jessica. Confident and creative, she easily wins over the mother. Madame hires her instantly. Meanwhile, Dahai begins falling for Ki-woo, and he doesn't mind. After all, being close to a rich man's daughter could mean opportunity. 1 week later, Ki-young as Jessica gets an idea to get their father hired too. When the Park family's driver drops her home, she intentionally leaves her undergarments hidden under the car seat. Later, Mr. and Mrs. Park sit together, puzzled. Why would anyone do such a thing inside the car? Mr. Park decides to fire the driver, assuming he's bring girls in his car. The next day, Ki-young arrives for her art lesson. Madame Yeon-kyo casually asks, "Did anything strange happen in the car that day?" Jessica, calm and confident, lies smoothly. "No ma'am, I got off at the train station." The lady sighs and explains, "We had to let our driver go. He did something inappropriate." Jessica pretends to be shocked. "That's terrible," she says, and then adds cleverly, "My uncle used to work at a Mercedes showroom. He's very professional. You can trust him." Soon Ki-taek, her father, gets the job as the new driver. But the family's ambition doesn't stop there. Their next target is the housekeeper Moon Gwang, who's been working there for years, even before the Park family bought the house. Loyal and quiet, she's practically part of the furniture. Getting rid of her won't be easy. Few days later, during a tutoring session, Dahai casually mentions, "We can't have peaches here. Our maid is allergic to the fuzzy skin." That sparks an idea in Ki-woo's cunning mind. The next day, Ki-young as Jessica secretly sprinkles tiny peach over Moon Gwang hairs. Within hours, the woman star. T.S. coughing badly, struggling to breathe. The poor maid rushes to the hospital. While she's away, Ki-taek snaps a photo of her and tells Madame Yeon-kyo in a hushed, serious tone, "Ma'am, I think she's hiding something. It looked like tuberculosis." He even shows her a red-stained tissue, pretending it's evidence. Fearing for her family's safe. Madame Panit. When Moon Gwang returns home still coughing, Jessica again dusts her with peach fuzz. Madame sees her struggling and instantly believes the lie. Soon after, she fires the loyal housekeeper, thinking she's protecting her family. Moon Gwang has no idea she's been outsmarted by parasites living right on Daehaenosa. Now the Kim's family completes their invasion. The father is the driver, the mother becomes the new housekeeper, and the kids are already the tutors. They have successfully taken over the rich family's life. One night, the Parks leave for a weekend trip to celebrate their son's birthday. They entrust the house and their dogs to the new maid. Finally, the Kim family has the mansion all to themselves. They drink, feast, and laugh, enjoying the luxuries they could only dream of. Outside, rain pours heavily, but they don't care. Inside, because Parasites grows in the Park family. Drunk on whiskey, Ki-woo says dreamily, "One day I'll marry Dahai. This house will be ours." The others laugh at his foolish fantasy. But just then the doorbell rings. Chung-suk opens it and freezes. Standing in the rain is Mung-wang, the old housekeeper, drenched and trembling. "I forgot something in the basement," she says softly. Reluctantly, Chung-suk lets her in while the rest hide away. Mung-wang goes down to the basement, saying she just needs a minute. But she doesn't come back. After a long wait, an irritated Chung-suk went downstairs, only to find her trying to push a heavy cabinet aside. Confused, she offers to help, not realizing that behind that cabinet lies a secret that will turn everything upside down. After some struggle, they both manage to keep cabinet aside. At the back, hidden secret door tunnel appears, damp and eerie. Without hesitation, Moon-gwang went inside. Chung-suk follows down into the dark basement, confused and suspicious. Now what she sees, that freezes her. Inside lies a half-starved man, pale and trembling. "This is my husband, Gun-se," Moon-gwang whispers tearfully, feeding him milk like a child. Chung-suk asks, "How long has he been living here?" "Almost 4 years, Moon-gwang answers. "The Park family has no idea this place even exists. The architects who built the house made this secret basement for wartime or police raids. My husband borrowed money from loan sharks. When he couldn't repay, they threatened to kill him. So he's been hiding here ever since." Chung-suk hardens her voice. "Take him and leave. Right now. Or I'm calling the police." Moon drops to her knees, begging, "Please, they'll kill him if we go out." Suddenly, Ki-taek slips, and the 3 intruders arrives into view. Moon-gwang stares at them, shocked. "So this is what's going on," she said, pulling out her phone. She starts recording them. Ki-woo, in pain, says, "Dad, my leg," and the words accidentally get captured on video. Moon raised her eyes and said, "I knew something was odd, now I have proof. One video message to Madam Park, and you're all finished." She forces them to raise their hands like criminals, and went upstairs with her husband staggering behind. She records another video, this time showing how the fake servants have been partying in the rich family's absence. "We've lived here quietly for years," Gunny mutters bitterly. "But you're greedy." Then after long waiting, Kim family get the chance to grab the Moon's phone. But during this battle, Moon-gwang smashes a whiskey bottle and swings it wildly. Ki-young rushes to the fridge, grabs Peaches, the maid's weakness, and dumps the fuzzy fruit all over her. Moon-gwang collapses, gasping. Ki-woo snatches the phone and deletes the videos. Just as they breathe in relief, the house phone rings. "Jung-suk ansue nevaosin." "It's Madam Park. We're coming home. It's raining too hard at the campsite. Can you make ramdon in 10 minutes? A kind of food dish that Chung-suk never heard about it." Panic strikes. The Kim's family starts to clean the mess. They pick Moon-gwang and her husband back into the secret basement, locking it tight. The floor is still wet with whiskey when the Parks arrive. The intruders hides under tables and behind furniture, like cockroaches hides themselves. Down below in basement, Moon-gwang tries to climb up again because secret door was opened, but Chung-suk kicks her back down. Ki-taek finds Gun-se tapping a light switch repeatedly. "What are you doing?" he whispers. "This," says the man, smiling faintly, "is Morse code. I send messages through T." He lights. But the Parks never understood. They thought it was just a flicker. Ki-taek ties him to a pipe before leaving. Upstairs, Madam Park tells Chung-suk quietly, "We never celebrate Dasong's birthday here. Years ago, he saw a ghost in the kitchen while eating his cake. But in reality that was Gun-se and Moon-gwang's husband. He actually feels his own home." In the same dining room, the Parks family settle in. The Kim's family hide, trembling under the coffee table like insects waiting for the dark to return. Late at night, after some private scene when the Mr. and Mrs. Parks finally fall asleep, the Kims silently crawl out from under the coffee table and ran to the garage to out of the house. Drenched in fear, shame where rain crashes down like punishment. Walking to home in heavy rain, Ki-woo and Ki-young whisper, "What about the couple locked in the basement?" Father Ki-taek sighs heavily. "Forget them now." When they reached home, their house was full of flood water. Kim's family only home is swallowed. Everything, their clothes, memories, dignity, floats away. Scene shift to hidden basement at Park's family. Gunesi, the man in the basement, struggles to get free. His wife Moon Guang, weak and bleeding after being pushed down from the stairs, collapses before his eyes. Bound by ropes, he can't save her, only watch her die. In grief and rage, he breaks loose. Ian starts flickering the basement lights, sending a desperate signal no one notices. The next morning, Mrs. Park casually invites the Mr. Keytake to help at her son's birthday party. Same polite smile and tone, as if nothing had happened. Mr. Keytake shows up in borrowed clothes, forcing a smile that doesn't reach his eyes. He's haunted by the smell comment, by the flood, by his famil. Igriega ese misri. One house celebrates while another has drowned. Kyung tells her mother Chung-suk softly, "We should check the basement, see if they're alive." But Kiwoo has other plans. Carrying the same rock, a symbol of their cursed luck, he goes into the tunnel, determined to kill them for hiding their Ev. Idence. Down there, Kiwoo finds a Moon Guang's husband turns into madman. Wife death has turned Gunesi into violence. He attacks Kiwoo, smashing his head with the same rock. In an instant Kiwoo dies, then grabbing a kitchen knife, Gunesi storms into the sunny garden where the birthday party was in full swing. Gunesi rushes to Kyung as Jessica. She was carrying a cake in a blink of a second. He stabbed a knife on her chest. Screams fill the air. Mrs. Kim, Chung-suk fights back fiercely and kills Gunesi. But it's too late. Kyung is dying. Chaos spread everywhere in a party. This Mr. Kim, Keytake watches, frozen. His mind goes blank, until Mr. Park feels that same smell, even in that bloody moment, covers his nose. That's final insult breaks inside from Keytake. Without a word, he pick a knife and stabbed in Mr. Park's chest. That suddenness kill him. After the chaos and bloodshed at the party, Keytake run away. Scene cuts and days later, Kiwoo wakes up in a hospital bed, his head bandaged, his mind foggy. The doctor tells him gently, "You'll recover slowly." The court releases Kiwoo and his mother, Chung-suk, on probation. But nothing feels normal anymore. When Kiwoo learns that his sister Kyung is dead and his father is missing, he laughs abnormally from shock. His laughter echoes the tragedy of a family torn apart by dreams that went too far. Winter arrives. Snow blankets the city. Kiwoo climbs a nearby hill, where he can see the Park's house clearly from a distance. But Park's family is no longer theirs. A new wealthy German family has moved in, unaware of the secrets. One night, as Kiwoo watches from distance, the garden light turns on and off again and again in a pattern. Curious, he starts, write it down, dot by dot, line by line. Then, realization hits him like lightning. It's Morse code. His father is alive, trapped beneath that very house, sending him messages through the lights. After stabbing Mr. Park, Mr. Kim didn't escape the mansion. He hid inside, went back into the garage, and slipped into the secret basement tunnel. Mrs. Park and her children soon moved away, never knowing about the basement, and Mr. Kim, Keytake, was still there. He even buried Moon Guang's body quiet, before leaving for good. Since then, Mr. Kim has lived like a ghost, come out only at midnight when new families sleep, stealing food, then returning underground. Each night, he taps the light switch in pattern of Morse code, hoping his son might notice him one day. Now Kiwoo knows. He reads his father's silent confession, the guilt, the regret, the longing to see his family again. Kiwoo makes himself a promise. He'll study, work hard, and earn enough money to buy that house someday. When that day comes, he'll open the door, walk down the steps, and free his father from the shadows. It's a dream, maybe impossible, but it's all he has left. Movie Parasite leaves us with a haunting truth. People from our society shows how easily desire turns into desperation. And that's why this film didn't just win awards, it earned 4 Oscars.
Thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this. See you in next amazing video. Till then, take care and best wishes. But don't forget to like and subscribe.